Hey everyone, quick update, nice early morning, we're in the barn. We've got a few animals to feed, she's after her breakfast. Oh, let me feed her first, wait there. Come on you, come on. I know, you want your food, didn't you? Here we go. Yeah, you want some breakfast, me old girl? Come on then, you seen Kirsty this morning or what? Here, down here, come on. I've got a video to make, here you go. Go on, I know you like those. So listen. I got up nice and early this morning. I made a video yesterday. Some of you would have seen that. I had a lot of fun making it. And what it was, excuse the goat. You want some more, darling? Have you eaten it? I'll tell you, it's all about finding your niche market. Yeah, come on, I've got some more for you. Yeah, here you go, girl. Sorry, people, I just got to look after the animals. It's about finding a niche market. This stuff, actually, for those of you who want to go and sell the ATMs, a quick side note before we get into what I want to talk about. All right, darling, just come in. Brilliant stuff for the goats. I think you should maybe get one of these in each farm in an area near you, because what actually happens here, excellent vitamin it is, vitamin Unival. Great for their skins, great for their complexion. All right, darling, you want some more? Here, come on. And then I've got to make a video, all right? Okay, bless her. That'll keep her busy for a wee while. She's eating those. Good stuff, that is. Anyway, where was I? Yes, so we got up early the other day. Yesterday, actually, I woke up really early. I had a sort of feeling in my spirit. And I was making a cup of tea. See, I'd made a video earlier. Some of you saw that. And I put the video out, really how I saw this whole thing unfold in the recent months. And now with July the 4th. And I had a bit of fun with the bullocks in the field and pointed out, I believe the whole thing has just been a dog and pony show and a lot of bullshit. And I put that on the video, and then went into caricature and chose Oliver Twist as the theme, and depicted Harold on the street corners selling his wares to the masses for the next 6 months up until July the 4th. I had a lot of fun doing it. Some people saw that, but while I was making the tea, I had this weight in my spirit that. And it sort of said, you know, I had this sort of ear speaking to me that said, you know, they know they've made a mistake. They know they've fucked up. They're trying to undo it now. But don't rub salt in the wound. You don't need to go that far. And I was making my tea and I thought, okay. So now what? Just tell it how it is. And your reasons why. And I was like, okay. So being obedient, I went down, pulled the video down. So those that saw it, it was great fun. Those that missed out, well, you missed out. But I've got to stay true and on form to myself and maybe to other people watching this. See, what's unfolded with this dog and pony show a little bit now is suddenly I listened to Josip yesterday on that video when I come home last night, and I tried to. It was a shocking audio. I couldn't even hear it with his broken German, and the audio was low. So I just got the gist of what he was trying to say, but what really highlighted to me, panic mode. That's right. So I just saw, karatbars were in panic mode, settle the ship. There's still a lot of confusion, and if you really do have a look what's happening in the marketplace, a lot of people still unhappy with how the July the 4th actually did roll out. And then, of course, there's those that we've seen the drop in the coin, a lot of profit taking off the table, and loss of confidence in it, let's say. That coin dropped, and then you've got the other side going, hey, we're now on a sale time, best time to buy the coin because of all this stuff going on in the future. So this is a really interesting time for karatbars. What we've done as a family, we decided over this whole 5 years, to be fair, but over this whole looking at the bigger picture and where we're at with karatbars, we cannot and we are not going to, you know, bring our friends, family and people into karatbars per se as a viable business with the confidence that they really are going to follow through anymore, because time and time again, whilst people say Harold always gets there in the end and he follows through, there are, and he might well do, but there are times, and this has been one of them, where he just speaks and they say, and there's nothing really in place behind it, but somehow we get there and then it'll all come good, and look, there we go, didn't we say it'll all come good? Now that might well be the case with Skynet, mainnet, internet, whatever net they want to call it, and what's happening in the future with the ecosystem and everything. Now, I'm not saying it can't be done. And we can see the jigsaw puzzle coming together of this whole ecosystem, money into the masses. We can see it. But I get this feeling it's a little bit like beam me up, Scotty. It's there, but it's in the future, and I'm not so sure they can put it off. And here's why. Let's backtrack. So we had a discussion in the family, and we had a look, and we realised Harold came out with his word, 100 coins to a gram of gold. Now, we're going to get down the road in a minute, but at the moment, you were maybe told 100 coins for a gram of gold. And I've made a video on this earlier, and that's what you were told. Remember? And you literally, like all the others, would have done, or someone selling you, or telling you, should I say, this opportunity, you went 100 coins, how much is a gram of gold, times 45 or $50. Whoa, I've come all in. That's a lot of money. From July, we can get in the gold. Now, stick with me on this. And you, like many others maybe, found the money, borrowed the money, went to friends and family, showed them the video. It's real. I'm going to be able to have a payday, cash in some of it from July and pay you back. Promise you. And others borrowed the money that way. They borrowed it off family. They maybe got it from a business investor who then watched the video, or they literally got it under the mattress. Maybe they got their life savings out. And a lot of money flew in, and I've made a video on that. And that's fine. Now let's move this forward, because people are saying, but you can get the gold. Now, as you know, and I'm still waiting from compliance, and maybe you've asked them, but there was no documentation whatsoever to support guidelines, how this is going to work, how it's going to unfold. We literally trusted Harold on his word, because he always comes good, and we flood money into karatbars. And we literally, like everyone, and it's been all over the world, so I'm not making this up, was kept waiting for July the 4th. Big things are going to happen. Gold Independence Day, 100 coins to a gram of gold. We know that. There was transpired, and sure, there'll be a lot of people correct me if I'm wrong, and that's fine. But basically, now what's transpired is in the back office, you obviously can move your coins to the vault. You go through the whole KYC process. Well, if anyone's been around karatbars long enough, hey, good luck with that one. That's going to come through or not, or support. I'm not even going there. But then you go through the KYC process, and then you realise, oh, a gram of gold a day. Okay, gram of gold a day. But you can obviously select how many coins you want to move, and then you go. You can do that. And then to withdraw your gold, if you actually want the gold, you can obviously go withdraw, press the withdrawal button, bang, in it pops, and you get an email, supposedly. I mean, I haven't done this, but, you know, from what I'm picking up in the field, you get an email with your Q code, obviously, for that gram of gold. With the Q code on your phone, obviously you can go then and find the ATMs, which are down the road, and the Q code, bang, bang, out comes the gram of gold. Right? So in essence, that's what happens. So yes, he's followed through. You can convert your 100 coins to a gram of gold. You just got to go through that process as and when that process is in place. Down the road. So he's honoured his word, right? Everyone's happy. What's your problem? Well, I'm coming back to the basics. The problem was you wasn't sold that. Told that. You wasn't told that. You were told 100 coins to a gram of gold. Now, because karatbars have, for years, obviously in the back office, can FedEx the gold direct to your door. That might have been one way someone thought, well, that makes sense. They ship it direct to your door, or just cash some in, have that payday, get the cash off the cash and the gold off the table, and then if you want to cash some in, pay back someone, pay back the family, put some more back under the mattress, and then have a payday to reinvest. You had that option, maybe. Or some people thought, well, no, whatever it's going to work, it's going to go in the Caribbean. Or some people thought, well, no, what they're going to do is it's all on the ecosystem. There was no rules or guidelines. So therefore, everyone was speculating on how's all this going to work. The reality is the people in the field pushing, selling, telling this and getting more and more people on board with the money flowing into karatbars, they didn't know how it was going to work. So you can't keep blaming them, and I can't keep blaming them. I don't blame them. But there was nothing from the company, just Harold's video. And that left this man and the company wide open, in my opinion, to some serious litigation issues, possibly in the US. I mean, not over here, and I'm not going to do it, I told you in the previous video. But already people are going, that's not what I was sold, because if at the beginning, right at the beginning, there was the documentation from head office, or Harold obviously said, and how this is going to work is, come July the 4th, what you're going to do is turn that into the back office, then you're going to go and get your Q code, then you've got to go and find an ATM, and bang, out comes the gold. If he would have been explained the whole process all the way through, you would have been in the picture like us of, oh, okay, now I see the whole thing. Do we want to throw all our money into it right now, or a big chunk, or now we have the whole picture? And then the questions, and I made a video on it, okay, so how many ATMs are going to be sold, etc., etc., etc. All right? There's still a huge problem here that ain't going to go away, but I believe Harold's going to get away with it, right? And here's why I believe they're going to get away with it. Because this is turned into a crypto company. Yeah. Let's throw your mind back. Oh, just before I do. So Sharon and I, over the weekend, looked at this big picture, and this is the decision we came to. We come to the conclusion that really what's happened for the last 8 months is Harold and his cohorts, they would have known where they're going. They had the ecosystem in their minds. They had the ATMs all out there. They speculated and told people we got to... But they really didn't do it very well. And they allowed people, and they were deceiving people. Maybe lying to people. Maybe not being honest with people. Maybe allowing people to invest their money without telling them at the end, but don't worry, we've got it covered, because of how it's going to pan out. And I looked at Sharon and I said, yeah, but these coins, if they can do all what they're going to do, these coins are going to be worth a fortune. We need to get some coins. And she looked at me and we had a chat, and she said, but Paul, he's blatantly lied to people. He's deceived people. There'll be a lot of people that actually were expecting a bit of a payday. They're the same people that borrowed off people, that now maybe have to go and explain to their friends and family and the business people that lent them the money that, well, yeah, that July the 4th didn't quite go as I was told. You'll get your money, but in the future. She said it's not right, and I don't want to be around people like that. And I was like, whoa, okay, babe, you've actually got a point.
Look, these are just a snippet. Look, people write every day of the week, of course. Look, things are changing too. Are you still waiting for your bonus coins? Well, that was obviously a while ago. Support is useless, right? You can't get hold of anyone or anything to sort out issues at karatbars. Karatbars, get your act together. People have been trusting you, and you're letting them down. It goes on and on. Everybody is saying, hold on. Yes, I want to hold some coins, but I need to accept some people are relying on cashing out in the help today. The ATM is an impossible way for many from July. There's no ATMs and people looking for other solutions now. Blah, blah, blah. It goes on and on. Yeah, look. I just want to take out a small portion of my bonus coins so I can pay off some debt as it's choking me at the moment. It's choking her, this one. I need to get some varsity fees. South Africa Cashgold would not accept it. Getting a bit worried for some very urgent payments are still needed. Look at this one. I'm in dire need to liquidate a small portion due to some unexpected vet bills. Well, there's no vet bills. Probably not. The lady wants some money out. Although it's painful to let go, I'm looking to sell 100,000 KBC, right, for the full 14 cents per KBC. What is it today? Let's have a quick look. 4. Oh, poor lady. Anyway.
boiled down to a moral issue. You know what? We believe they deliberately pulled in millions of dollars, knowing they had a little bit of a plan, but it wasn't clear. And they didn't state it, and they allowed people to pour millions of dollars in, and now those same people are trapped in the system. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad system. I'm not saying it's going to not be the best ecosystem, money for gold thing that there is out there. But at the moment, panic mode set in. They've lost a lot of confidence in the marketplace. But the reason I think they're going to get away with it is because there's also a lot of diehards that are now in the crypto. This is turned into a crypto company, which begs the question, and I'm going to come on to it, are we seeing a stock liquidation sale with the Cashgold? Now, there's something you haven't thought about. Maybe I'm the first one to throw it in there as an idea. See, let's go back. Let's throw your minds back a number of years for you that haven't been around karatbars a long time. Years ago, when they first started, right, everyone was jumping on board. We was involved. Some of the people were putting tools in place. There was nothing from head office. There was no sales tools, sales funnels, great videos, all that stuff, right? So people were putting it out. Made a video about that earlier. Right, and then as that started growing, karatbars never did have a support, but that doesn't matter. It went on for years, right? And then Howard came out with the VIP executive idea, which was great because he sold thousands of them probably to people for 7, 8 or 10,000 euros at the time. They got the sunglasses, a bit of gold cream you can put on your face, but essentially what they got was a percentage in the worldwide global sales of gold paid quarterly into your bank. And that was all good, and he raised a lot of money off of that. I know some people that went for that. We didn't. We looked at the amount of volume of gold you need to sell for us to get our percentage share, and it just didn't stack up that they would sell that much gold, we thought. So we stayed out of it. I'm glad we did, because by all accounts, obviously that's closed down now, or closing down. That's been reversed. We'll pull that back in. People don't get, and they haven't been getting, they get their quarterly little payment, I believe, but it's, you know, it's really not a great return investment. But what he done with that money, I believe, I was around there at that time, took a lot of that money and put it into the development of Cashgold. Now I call it goat food. So he put a lot of money into goat food, and rightly so. That was his belief at the time, and not in crypto. Harold's not in crypto at the moment. This was get gold to the masses, delivered to the door via FedEx. It was working pretty well. The only problem was not many people are buying the gold. See, gold is wealth preservation. It's not real money as such. Well, it is money, but it's not. It's preservation of wealth. It sits in the bank. It sits somewhere, as you know, and we won't go into that subject, right? But it sits there and it's leveraged on. So anyway, we won't go into that subject. It's another one for another day. So what happened was a lot of money went into producing the goat food. And rightly so. It had to be obviously designed, great design. Then you got the wafer thin, obviously the gold in there to 0.01 of a gram. That all took obviously a lot of R&D, and then you got the security issues, and on it went. Thousands, hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars was spent on developing the goat food. And what actually happened, I believe, and we saw it on video, don't forget, pallets. The first production run, bang, a pallet of it, a pallet of it. The pallets of it were developed. And now that's hard-earned money sitting there on pallets in a warehouse somewhere. And that's fine, nothing wrong with that. The only downside, it wasn't getting out to the marketplace. The distributors, the field, are not buying it. No, literally, they're not buying it. See, around that time, obviously it came into the market. People could go on the back office and get it delivered, FedEx to the door. Downside is not a lot of it was going out the door, because you never saw, now correct me if I'm wrong, how many videos have you seen in the last 3 to 4 years that Cashgold's been around, where people are walking around with the Cashgold, they're going into a McDonald's and they're saying, hey, I just bought this food with my Cashgold, or obviously the cafes or the restaurants. How many affiliates did you see walking around making videos that they've now got this gold delivered to their door and they're using it? Right? None. So that Cashgold's been in the back office for how long now? 3 or 4 years. But no one's buying it. In fact, if you open up your downline and have a look and go through the numbers, There's a few diehards that obviously do and have been buying it, but the masses, the people have been buying the gold. And when they do get the gold, everyone's question is, oh, that looks great. What do we do with it? Well, I found a great reason to use mine. Anyway, another story. Where can you spend this stuff? Well, the reality is you can't at the moment, right? Well, we know that. I'm not hiding it. There's very few places you can go right now and spend it. So the distributors haven't been buying it. We got a problem. We got about 4 or 5 million worth of Cashgold sitting on pallets in the back office. What are we going to do with this lot? Distributors are leaving. I know that because a couple of the top leaders at the time approached me. I'm going back way back with another opportunity. There was a lot of let's just say it wasn't growing as quick as it should have been, but karatbars was still doing okay. It was growing. And then what happened? Out of the blue, early 2017, bang, crypto really started because of Bitcoin hitting the masses. People are all over Bitcoin. Bitcoin's off on the rally. And Harold, by his own admission, you heard him on stage the other day, and he said it before anyway, whoa, he woke up to the real power of blockchain. Right? Blockchain. And credit to Harold, he acted immediately like that. As soon as the penny dropped and he understood blockchain and what the future was, and it's all digital and crypto coins, and at the time ICOs all over the place were raising telephone numbers. Hats off to Harold, right? Created the ICO, the KBC ICO. Bingo, 100+ million comes flowing into karatbars in what, 8 to 10 weeks or so. More money come flowing in to karatbars than probably has come in the door for the last 6 or 5 years prior, with obviously getting gold to the masses. So suddenly, I believe at that junction, bang, Harold's changed. Right? It obviously now spawned what you see today. A lot of money come in. It's now a crypto company backed by the gold. So it's a match made in heaven. This is an absolute home run. It's going to be brilliant. Well, it actually is if you really think about it. So I'm not really averse to the whole karatbar, what's going on. All right. So then what actually unfolded, in my opinion, bang, with that money, now we're cash rich. We've got a lot of money, and by the own admission, let's find someone that can actually write anything around blockchain and a code in it. I've got 2 guys rang me. Which one do we choose? Well, he didn't ring me back, so we go with this fella. I'm glad you rang me back. You're the only one that ever did. I've got a lot of money. Let's build a mainnet. What's a mainnet? Don't worry about that, Harold. Just go and sell it. We'll get it developed on the back end. So we can see the big system, right? We can see what's down the road. But let's get back. July the 4th didn't go overly well. People were promised there were 100 coins to a gram of gold. It's now transpires where you can in the back room, because you can turn it into a vault, get your Q code, go to an ATM, and there's your gold. So we've honoured our word. Wasn't exactly what was sold, was it? But now we're looking down the road. karatbars, ATMs, right? You know, I've had a bit of fun with Kirsty over there. Here's the reality. They're not available yet. They will be available, obviously, in October. They had an opportunity to bring some to Vegas. That didn't happen. Are they going to work? Are they functional? Well, we heard Joseph say X amount are going to be delivered, and that's all super. However, let's backtrack this. Do you honestly feel, affiliates, do you feel you got the confidence, the knowledge, the tools, the documentation, all the answers to go into the field and sell one to businesses local to you? Right? And are karatbars really relying on the masses of people they've got in their downline, of which most of them are really cheesed off now? A lot of them would be, of course, that are willing to go and sell into the marketplace a machine that really no one's even explained to them yet, because it's in October. But that's a few months away. They're not functional yet. All right? Which means we've got plenty of time to steady the ship and keep selling the next coin. But these ATMs, let's look at the bigger picture. Do you really honestly feel that distributors, and most of them are not properly trained professional salespeople, are going to go out and get enough ATMs dotted around the world in strategic places so people will go and get the gold. Do you really believe that's going to happen? Well, I know some of you do, but if you really think about it, affiliates going into the market ain't going to cut it. You're not going to get enough ATMs sold. You're just not. To really get around the world, to make Cashgold a viable way to getting gold to the masses, years down the road. All right? But we got pallets full of the stuff over here, and the accountants told us I got about $5 million or more sitting on this paper stuff that no one in the downline's buying. Because surely it would be easier. I mean, I'm only a little old stupid farmer out the back of New Zealand. Surely if people wanted to convert their coins to a gram of gold, well, they could go through the same process, put it in the vault, click withdraw. What do? Press the buttons, whew, have all the gold shipped to their home via FedEx. I mean, is that just too simple? No. What we could do is we could sell that gold to unsuspecting people that have spent 8,000 euros or more, because they're going to need the gold, right? So we could sell that gold to the people that are holding the ATMs, because if no one really comes in for the ATMs, hey, at least they've got the gold, right? Stock liquidation sale. This is what I see, because it's not about the gold anymore. The gold is in the vault in Hong Kong. The gold is at karatbars. It's a leverage tool to sell crypto. The money's in the crypto. All you've heard for the last 6 months, affiliates, is crypto. Get the coins, get the KBC, get the BC key, get the ABC. Whatever coin they're going to sell and develop, get it on the main net. It's about the coins. It's about the value of the coins. Look at the value of the coins. No one keeps saying, can't I just hold 100 grand's worth of gold you promised me? Shipped to my door. I don't want to go like that and hope someone's got an ATM in 6 months' time close to me on the hope that it's got 5,000 ounces of gold in it. Get real, people. This is a stock liquidation sale. Get the gold out there, because we know people don't want the gold. Go back to 1972. Nixon took the dollar off the gold standard. They didn't have enough gold to repatriate if people came with their money and they wanted the gold. So they floated it, took it off the gold standard. We got the gold in Fort Knox, supposedly. Karatbars owns the gold. You're owning the crypto. It's about crypto. It's about the coin. And the only thing is, people are focused on the value of the coin going up. He promised you 40 cents, right? What's the value of the coin now? The coin's dumped 60% since obviously July the 4th, the other day. It's hovering around 4 or 5 cents. People have lost confidence in the trust of the people running it. And rightly so, because look what's just happened. 100 coins to a gram of gold. Go and get your friends, go and get your mums, go and get your dads, getting them in, 100 coins to a gram of gold. No documentation. He's left himself wide open, which means, and I'm not saying I want it to happen, I do not want it to happen where suddenly, boom, down comes a magistrate and says, unfortunately, what's actually happened, you promised this, you had hundreds of thousands of affiliates promising that, they're in your organisation, they've got no documentation, which actually means that you've actually been irresponsible. You should have given them that documentation, which means fine for you. Now let's have a listen to you. Have you got enough gold to support this? Because you wasn't honest enough, was you, Mr. Sites, that actually said when they can get their 100 coins to a gram of gold, what they need to do is go through a process, do one a day, get a Q code, find an ATM which is not even in the marketplace. We've made a decision. If that happens to karatbars, the value of the coin is going to, you got it. Who loses all the money? The affiliates. Bless them. The affiliates that are holding on, hoping this whole ecosystem goes good and they don't get in trouble. Their money is tied up. Who's holding the gold? Not you. Because if you really wanted the gold, they'd FedEx it to your door. Yeah, they would. It's a stock liquidation sale. How do we get rid of all this gold? We just sell them an ATM, and they're on the corners here or there. We've honoured the deal. There's an ATM. Where's the nearest one next to you? Sydney. Where do you live? South of New Zealand. You get them a general gift, eh? Now, I could be barking up the wrong tree. I might smell too much bullshit around here. But there's a lot of unanswered questions about karatbars and whether or not they can really pull this off. And I hope, like a lot of people, they do. But we as a family have decided we are not going to get our friends, our relatives in this at all, because the goalposts are forever changing. They always have, and they always will with karatbars. Just keep kicking it down the road. It's on its way. It's all coming. It'll be good. Don't need to tell them everything. We just tell them the front, and we just tell them the back end. In between, we just keep taking the money, pushing it down the road. We've got enough people on board that believe in our word, and we get away with it again and again and again. And in the meantime, we have them selling packages for phones that are not even in the marketplace yet, but they keep selling them because they're linked to the coins. And people want their commissions and they want the coins, because if we pull this off, the coins are going to be worth the money. Which proves to you, people are focused on the money. They want a return on their investment in the coins. The same people that wanted a return on their investment, 100 coins to a gram of gold. People are looking for returns. Whatever way you cut it up, that's what they're looking for. Only this way, it's in crypto. We're all focused on the cost of the coin going up and be good zillionaires. Happy days, I hope it happens. I just wished you'd been really honest with you, with your friends, with your family, with people that you got on board, the people that put a lot of money in, 100 coins to a gram of gold, and now it transpires the way it has. Not exactly truthful, was it? A little bit deceitful, could even been a little white lie in there. Hey, but what's a few $1 million flowing in off the back of missing word or two? Get real, people. Get real. You were sold a vehicle, a payday. And it will come down the road if you hold your coins long enough and you find an ATM near you and a few unsuspecting affiliates are silly enough to actually buy them, because they will. They want to be seen as the first ones having the new shiny ATM in their road, so the affiliates will buy them. It's another investment they make in the company. So there you go, sir, there's your ATM. How much cash gold do you want to fill it up? 20 grand's worth, fill it up. And you're going to sit and wait for all the affiliates to come with their Q codes and clear it out, right, for your 3%. Well, good luck. And some of you might do that. There's nothing wrong with that. Down the road. Hey, I'm done. I've said enough. Got a few more other things I want to share with you, but maybe that's another day. All right? So it'll be interesting to see how this all unfolds. I do know there is already people in the States that have contacted me that are pursuing those other avenues. I don't know how that's going to unfold, but it's certainly made me look at, do I really want to keep holding a lot of money in karatbars, or should we just have enough coins that if they get through the troubled times, great, well, the coin to take off. But for us, it's just a crypto coin now. It's just a crypto project, just like all the others, only this one's backed by gold. Hopefully. But hopefully it's backed by gold. There you go, I've got to go. Thanks for your time. Catch you later.
Stand by, everyone. We're going in. Got to be done at low No, never. It sounds a bit far-fetched. Looks impossible. If we can surprise them, then we'll play hell with them.